Good afternoon, everybody. Johnny B. Good here. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee. This is the part of Nashville that I rarely get to see. Usually, if I'm on Nashville, I'm traveling on Interstate 65. But not today. Today, we are traveling on Interstate 40, easterly bound towards Knoxville. And final destination for this load is in Mount Crawford, Virginia. Anyway, the temperature here is 74 degrees. Local time is 2:30 p.m. We are down to 539 miles to Mount Crawford. Unfortunately, we only have 2 hours and 5 minutes left available to drive for today. Then we are forced to take a 10-hour break. Anyway, once again, today is Tuesday, October 21st, 2014. I better double check that. Yep, 21st, October 21st, 2014. As you can see, it is a beautiful, magnificent weather. Beautiful day. Oh, before I forget, I promised someone that I will mention his name. Nikola Vulic. Nikola Vulic is from Serbia, maybe? Yeah, boy. I'm not sure. But Nikola wanted to make sure that that everybody knows that he wants to say hello to everybody. Nikola is somewhat of a special friend to me because he is somewhat. My first child's name is Nikita and Nikola, so I call him Nicky. So anyway, Nikola, I hope you are doing well, my friend, and I hope you are enjoying those pictures of the trucks that I have been sending to you. Whenever possible, I will try to give you more and more. So once again, say hello to everybody to Nikola Vulic. Nikola is spelled Nikola Vulic. Wait, VULU. Oh boy, VULAC. Vulic. Forgive me if I don't remember that name that well. But anyway, I'm sure Nikola will forgive me. Right, Nikki? Speaking of selfie, how many selfie is normal in a day? 1, 2, 10, 20? What is the average, national average, or an acceptable selfie beyond? Obviously, a 100 selfie in a day is borderline. What would that be? Borderline, self-observed, I guess. So my question then is, what's your average selfie for the day? I've noticed some people on Facebook, man, they got a lot of selfies in one day, every day. Like, really? How many selfies do you need? Oh well. Alright. Okay, so once again, welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, otherwise known as the Music City. So Nikola, when are you gonna come to the United States of America, Nikola? Or Nikki? I want you to come to the United States, Nikki, so you and I can go trucking. I would like for you to personally meet Blue. Oh, Blue is a beautiful girl. Very, very beautiful, very nice girl. I'm sure you will like Blue very much, Nikki. You know, I have noticed for about 10 or 20 minutes now, everywhere I look, everything looks kind of yellowish. Like I'm wearing a pair of glasses that's kind of yellow. And I'm not wearing glasses. Is it possible that I need to go pee? Is it possible I need to pee? Is that why I'm kind of looking everywhere yellow? Aha. You get it? You get it? I've been holding it so long, the pee is all the way up to my eyeballs now. Alright, I'm sure you got it. Okie dokie. Too much information there, Johnny Be Good. Way too much information. Okay, which lane do we need to be in? Which lane do we need to be in? We need to be on the right lane. Right lane, right lane. Oh. You know, I think to a four-wheeler, a turn signal is like light to an insect, like a bug killer. I think, yeah, I think it is. It's got to be. Whenever an insect sees a light, they're drawn to it, like in bug killers. I think that is the same with four-wheelers. Whenever four-wheelers see turn signals, they gotta get in that lane. They can't help themselves. They gotta be in that lane whenever they see a turn signal. Kind of a four-wheeler magnet. Aha. You know, you'd think that you put your turn signal on so they kind of give you give you room and move out of the way. Yet the effect is exactly the opposite. Right? See, this is the part of Nashville where I usually just end up taking Interstate 24 towards Chattanooga, the second home of Bugs Bunny. Of course, originally Bugs Bunny is from, you guessed it, Albuquerque. I hope nobody sneezes. Speaking of sneeze, can you sneeze with your eyes open? Or whenever you sneeze, do you have to close your eyes? Can you sneeze leaving your eyes preventing your eyes from closing or not? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. So Nikola, I never knew how old you are. You look like you're the same age as my eldest son. I think my eldest son is about, what, 22 to 23 years old. He was born in 1991. He was born right the same year as I left the Philippines. I left the Philippines, never knew that his mother was pregnant at the time. When I got here, I got the news. If I would have known, I would have never left the Philippines. I would have stayed behind. Then you would have never known about Johnny Be Good. Yepper. Alright, so we got 1 hour and 54 minutes available to drive. Roughly 529 miles to go. Somewhere around 8 hours and 40 minutes that we got to drive. Oh, by the way, speaking of to get there, as I suspected the other day, I already have a pre-plan. And also, since I've been kind of running low on hours, this load is delivery is tomorrow at 9 a.m. But I called the broker, I called dispatch, or DM as they call them. This load is now a drop and hook tomorrow at noon in Mount Crawford, Virginia, and the hook part of it is picking up at the same place where I'll be delivering tomorrow, and that load delivers to Melrose Park, Illinois at Super Value. The problem is, I think it delivers on the 23rd, which I will not make that appointment, I don't think. Maybe. Just maybe. But I have informed my DM, Travis, to the situations about my hours. And speaking of hours, I better get over on the right lane here. Come on, big truck, let me over here. Come on. Thank you, Mr. Big Truck. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mr. Dupree. Look at that sign. Trucks use to right lane. You know what? Since we only run 60 miles an hour, we're gonna go on the right lane. That way we can appear as to be courteous. Right? All right, let's see. It's 167 miles from here to Knoxville. That means I'm not going to make it there. I only have 1 hour and 15 minutes available to drive. So that's roughly about 100 miles, right? So we're gonna end up about 60 miles west of Knoxville, Tennessee. Then once again we are forced to take a 10-hour break. Man, I wish I could keep going. I wonder if I was able to drive, if I was given a diplomatic immunity per se, and the DOT says, you know what, Johnny, be good, we're gonna give you diplomatic immunity. You can drive as far as you want without a hitch. I wonder if I could drive this all the way over there for another 524 miles. I've already driven 427 miles today. Could I possibly drive another 524 more miles? Wow. That is the question. Whew. You guys ever watched that movie Armageddon? I'm sure you have. I often put my situation in that movie where I did something really fantastic, saved the world, and the world says, all right, Johnny, be good. What do you want? You had 3 or 2 choices. What would you choose? I would choose diplomatic immunity. Well, that pretty much covers it, right? If you have diplomatic immunity, unlimited diplomatic immunity, that's all you need. I was gonna say diplomatic immunity plus never have to pay taxes again. And no, I wouldn't include going to the White Horse. Remember that black guy, what's his name? He's dead now. One of his wishes was to visit the White Horse. It turns out to be the White House. The White Horse is okay. Couple of things that I always wanted to do or dream about doing was, if I had plenty of money, I would make 2 replicas. I would make 2 replicas. One would be the White House, I'd make a replica of a White House. That way the whole public is welcome going in there and without being hassled to death with TSA security. Second, I would make another replica of the Temple Mount. The original and the future, the future temple of Israel. Because the future temple has not yet been built, because all that political war they got all over there, whatever. And most of the time, for most reason that I want to build that temple is, well, most people would never be able to go to Israel and visit the temple, right? So build a replica in the United States. That way people can see what the temple looks like. But there will be a big sign, a big sign. Make sure that people will not mistake the temple as to be the temple. A sign that says this is only a replica. You do not want to compete with the original temple. Otherwise, lightning bolt will be coming down from heaven. It will zap you right in the buttocks. Oh, look at the time. Once again, I have wasted your time. So, well, we'll catch you later. Have a good and godly day. Thank you for watching and listening to my blog bar. As Gart Emsley would say, my blar blar blar. I don't know if that's an Australian as equivalent to blah blah blah, or is that what you guys call in Australia? Over here in the United States we call it blah blah blah. Is it in Australia you call it blar blar blar, or that was just unique to Gart Emsley's? Who knows? Have a good and godly day. Peace. Nikola Vulic, as promised. Later.